Herdsmen crisis, no going back on Ruga, Lai Mohammed. I tell you what, you may not know, but Lai Mohammed is the president of this country from behind, befront, back and forth. There are other ministers in this country. When they speak, nobody says presidency. They mention their name. They will say Senator Fashola has spoken. Senator Baribi has spoken. But when Lai Mohammed speaks, they call it presidency. Are you sure these are not part of the people who are ruling this nation? Are you sure? It's just a food for thought. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. He's the one insisting now that Ruga must continue. Ruga was what was Buhari's first on the list as a president in 2015. When he came in, he said all states, the 36 states of the Federation, must give Fulani herdsmen a sizable portion of their community to live in. And Nigerians said, really? What about the Igbos going to Kano or Kaduna or to Nasarawa? What about the Yoruba? And you give them a sizable portion of land without payment, nothing. It cannot be possible. And everybody kicked against it. What has been happening in the country is Ruga by backdoor. This is what is going to again. Let's get straight into the news and get all the details. Recently, the cable had an interview with the Minister of Information and Culture, Halaji Lai Mohammed, on the national issues such as farmers' herders clashes, social media bill, and others. During the interview, the minister insists that the federal government, the presidency, will continue with the Ruga program to solve the farmer herder clashes in the country. This is what Lai Mohammed is saying. Say they will continue. Nigerians said no, but there's a military regime. They will force it down the people's throat. How dare they say no? They don't have a choice in this matter, yes? The cable, however, does the cable, this is the cable now asking him, how does the government wants to solve the disputes between the herders and farmer? Ruga was originally suggested by the government rural grazing area. Can Ruga be brought back by the government? Lai Mohammed replying, you see, sadly, the government has been held back by those who should usually benefit from this scheme. And a lot of people do not understand what it's really all about. The National Livestock Plan is a program put out by the government that sadly has been disallowed to survive. Everyone knows that ranching is not only an economic solution, it is a social solution as well. But if you want to incorporate ranching, the mindset of the herders will also be recognized by the number of cattle herds he owns. The average Fulani man counts or records his money, not how fast they are or how productive they are. So you need to, so everything is about Fulanis. Yes, it's not the nation. No. It's just about a tribe in the whole of the nation where we have over 300, 400 tribes, just one tribe. So you need to persuade them about the advantage of ranching. Who does not know the cow can travel, who does not know the cow can travel from Kano to Lagos is thinner by the time it gets to Lagos because of the hazardous journey along the road. But if the cow is on a ranch, daily meal are guaranteed and it's fattening. It gets fatter and reproduce even much better. A cow on a ranch will possibly yield 10 times the amount of milk produced by the migrating cow. But we also need to boost their awareness. We need to truly make them understand. It's like saying, don't count your wealth by the number of cattle heads, but by how productive they are. It's a new way of life for them. You see, if I have a cow that weighs 500 kg, the milk and the meat I am going to produce from there will be more likely someone who has 10 cows and only 50 kg of each. So those of them that needs to be educated fast by the government. Furthermore, do not forget the coordination between the three levels of government, federal, state, and local, must be created. But please, let's give the program the opportunity so that Nigeria can be better. Lai Mohammed said mostly indeed the government is in is involved in this. But we have to negotiate, or rather, we have to talk with states. You will need the cooperation of state government as well. Apart from the federal government grazing land. So it's like you needing the opportunity and the cooperation of the governor of your state. You need the cooperation of the headsmen too, who wants to change their way of life. You want to transform them, and change is difficult. Now, the cable asking like Mohammed, what is the federal government going to do in case wherein certain states are not agreeing with this Ruga? Lai Mohammed is responding now. Okay. My position is that you need to persuade them and bring them around. If some state governments have problem with the program, they will probably come around by the time they see the success of ranching in other states. And I don't think there is any government that, among us today that will refuse. As at now, opposing ranching, perhaps they are opposing or opposed to free grazing, but I don't think they were opposing ranching. And by the way, every headsman sees the advantage of ranching, but it's not going to happen overnight. We need a lot of advocacy. We need a lot of persuasion. We won't see, we won't even see cows in the streets in 10 to 20 years. Perhaps, don't forget, it will be used as it used to be. Like in Sweden, in Norway, the animals used to wander around despite the heat, but now they are kept in one place and produce even better. So this is what Lai Mohammed is saying, that the governors will have to accept or take the matter as it is. So this is what is currently happening, my people. There is a plan to bring Ruga by the back door again. Like I earlier said, that's what the government is planning, okay? So there is the Ruga initiative to come back again, but through the back door this time. You think that they don't know what they are doing. You see that Buhari has not responded. He won't respond. He will continue to allow people to go through whatever they are going through. By the time they are tired, they will be the one to come to him and say, okay, bring us Ruga. You don't understand this man. You think Buhari is just quiet for nothing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. Nigerians, you need to wake up. We all need to rise up to systematic oppression. Systematic oppression. Anyway, guys, leave us a comment. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button. God bless you. Bye for now.